Welcome to the second video. Let's get started. So, in this topic, we are going to talk about the lucrative business opportunity for beginners. So, firstly, why this is a lucrative business opportunity. Just imagine it's only 2 or 3 years' time, the generative AI technology just explode like crazy. And you even can think about how huge the market is. As I mentioned, I talked some points in the last video. Now you have the basic concept about how you can leverage the generative AI to come up with some solutions or even your offer. So just imagine if you can just master the skill and then just tap into one of those niches which you are really familiar with, or you just have some experience in that industry, you can create how many opportunities for not yourself but also for the business. Because every single industry, every single niche is different. The pain they are suffering and the pain they are suffered and the problems they are facing, I would say that's sometimes quite different. So it's not just you know a, a one size fits all solution. It has to be made customized and also really truly fit in the industry to solve their problems. So that's why it is so because the market is so huge, and that is why for right now, this timing, this business opportunity is so lucrative, because you can only by offering some consulting service, you use your knowledge, your understanding of this skill, and then you provide them some blueprint or some strategy, and you can charge per hour for some money of that. That's it. You don't need to do anything for them. You don't need to execute any strategy for them. You only provide the strategy, the solution on the paper, and you can still make money. That's it. So this is not only a lucrative business opportunity, I would say it's also an evergreen business opportunity, because the AI will keep evolving. And even I don't know if I can see that's that outcome truly come out, which is the AI really replace most of people's job and without making any mistake. Maybe, I don't know how long will that take, but I believe that day will come definitely in the future. But I'm not saying AI is gonna replace human like that. I'm saying if you can learn the skill first, and then you are the one who can come up the better solution by leveraging AI. And of course your job, your position won't be placed, as well as you can still help many people to make their lives better because you know how to use skill. So that's just my vision of this technology. And this is why I reckon there's no doubt the AI so far at this moment in 2024 to at least 2027, this will be very lucrative opportunity for everyone. So that's what I said. You can leverage AI trend and to make money by only share your knowledge as an AI expert consultant. And the second one is there is a huge gap needed to be bridged, no matter it's a knowledge bridge, or it's a skill bridge, or it's a strategy bridge, or even it's an operation delivery bridge. So the more the more knowledge you can acquire, the more solution you can come up, and I think the more opportunity you can achieve. That's pretty simple. So just look at this chart. For the Amazon, I think right now when we talk about Amazon FBA or Amazon e-commerce platform or Amazon it's kind of e-commerce service. Amazon provide anything you need for you to make you your life easier to step into the e-commerce market. So they provide the platform, and they provide the ordering system. They also provide the logistics. They deliver for you, and then they also provide the storage for you. You can just ship your whole lot, your goods, into their warehouse. So when there's someone place the order, then they will do the rest for you. The only thing you need to do is come up with your strategy, what kind of items, what kind of goods you want to sell, and also maybe you need to think about your marketing strategy. That's it. So that's why Amazon now is a $1 trillion company, because they start to explode by they keep bridging the gap for the customer. So at the end of the day, when you think about selling something online, why not choose Amazon? Because there's a huge marketplace, and the members in Amazon system, they also develop something called one-click checkout. So that's just simplify the buying process, and of course that can increase the actual conversion rate, which means that can increase at the end of the day, at the end of the buying process. They can increase the actual paying customer can be more by the one-click checkout. So now you can see if the Amazon is starting taking off maybe during, I would say, 2010 or 11, and this is so, but now it's 2024. So after maybe 10 to 13 years, so now if you compare the trend AI with the Amazon trend, I would say the AI is just right here, like 10 years ago Amazon. So if you want to have the chance or even acquire the knowledge, this is the best time for you. Despite all those making money online or try to sell some solution to the business, at least you can grow your AI knowledge with the AI evolving. Chances are in the near future, if you just want to switch your career, or you suddenly decide to start your own business based on AI, you pretty much can start straight away, because there's no gap you have no knowledge gap in between you and your business and AI. So that's what I meant. So now you know why the AI business, AI technology, anything involved AI is a lucrative business opportunity. Now you know why. So third point is, if you can leverage AI to truly solve the problem, and the problem is about money for business, you definitely will get the reward. There's no reason why. This is just what it is. Because no matter it's a business or a person, if it's you, are you paying for are you paying some money for pleasure or for pain? No, for pleasure, or at least the pain removal, right? So that's it. That's why if you can leverage AI to help business save some money or increase their efficiency, you're gonna be paid huge. So that's why I said, if you can just save their operation cost, and also you can instantly deliver the result, people gonna pay handsome to have it. No matter it's a system, it's a piece of software, or it's your advice, your consulting, or your coaching, anything, because that's the only way they can see it might help them to move away from the pain or even solve the real business problems. So let's take an example. So I don't know if you have ever used the Google Map. So when you try to search something like restaurant near me, or roofing, or the heating cooling company, anything, something like that, you want to find the local business which can serve your needs. And then sometimes you will see some business, they have this kind of things pop up, which says the chat. So what is this chat all about? Well, it's very simple. It's a little functionality that Google designed for local business. For what? For if their prospects or their customer have their inquiry or even questions, they can utilize this little chat function to chat with this business. However, there's a problem. Most local business, they don't have much budget, or they are short staffing. It's unlikely for them to have a person stand by in front of the computer or their cell phone 24/7, only for responding any incoming message, no matter what topic it is. They just it's unlikely they will hire a person, or even the business owner, him or herself, just standing by the device and ready for the reply all the time. It's unlikely. So there's a problem. Google has said, if your chat, if the customer just send you a message, and this chat function will be disabled by Google if you cannot respond to your customer or whoever leave the message on it within 24 hours. So that's the thing. That's why not many, I would say not many local business, they will enable this functionality. It's just because, just think about it. If you are an AC technician, and the whole day, when you just finish your jobs, and maybe it's 6 o'clock or 7 p.m., then you just want to go home and just wind down. How would you like to take out your phone, or just go to your computer to see, oh, who just sent a message to me and I need to respond them? Especially sometimes the message is just not without any value, like what's your opening hours, uh, why don't you pick up the phone? I just call you, but why don't you pick up the phone? But just imagine if there are only 2 or 3 people in this company, it's unlikely they can pick up the phone all the time. So don't even talk about respond to this message, and even the message is with so low value, even no value. So, but you have to think about the other way, which is, but what if there's really someone are inquiring about AC repair, or they want to do the new machine installation? But what if that's the case? Well, so here's the thing. If you can resolve this problem for local business, especially just this one, that will be a huge benefit for them. And also, this is kind of a very low-hanging fruit for any AI entrepreneur or AI expert, because I think that's stats from Harvard Business College. They just said the prime time of responding this kind of prospect is 2 minutes. So if you can help them install some system that can actually respond to the message, no matter that's prospect or inquiry time or anything, if you can just help them install some kind of AI system which can help them respond the message instantly, which means definitely less than 2 minutes. If that's the inquiry about the pricing or about the job, that will be a really big benefit to the business, because this person just feel, oh, they respond me, and I'm so glad. Okay, I really have this issue. I need to talk to them. If they can help me repair the AC, especially by tomorrow night, that will be perfect. So probably they will get a job. But the thing is, most business owners, they don't know how to do it, and that they even don't know this kind of solution exists. So this is the time you step into their business and give them the suggestion that there is a way to increase your organic traffic, and also you don't need to worry about this chat function will be disabled by Google if there's no one to respond within 24 hours. So wouldn't that be great? Because this is a treasure. If there is someone, especially the real human-like talking, like ChatGPT I just showed you, they can really talk to the customer based on the backend data or the business operations, those kind of documentation you feed into the ChatGPT. They can interact, respond any questions to this prospect, and you don't have to worry about they will just spew out anything irrelevant to your business. No, it won't. You can just train the ChatGPT like that. So once you know how to do it, let me ask you, you think how many business you can provide this kind of solution by only this simple tweak to their business? And maybe you can imagine this. How much are you willing to pay for it? Let's say per month, per year, or per installation. Who knows? It just depends on how everyone value their business. That's it. So I think if you can utilize AI to help business to keep up this chat functionality enabled, that will be a really huge benefit, because once you enable this chat functionality, chances are this business in theory will have more being pushed to the front, even the top position, because this functionality just is showing this business is more active to talk to their prospects, and they are more active in their business. And Google will do this as kind of incentivize business to do this, because the more engagement you can create on the Google map, the more people will just stay on the Google platform, and that's a benefit for Google as well. So this is pretty much the really straightforward example for you to realize. So how can I just come up with the AI service to what kind of business? So that's pretty much the pretty simple and straightforward example. And also, as I just mentioned in the last video, the generative AI is kind of the input to output, right? And the input is basically, as you can see, you input some text and then you get some text output. However, you just understand the whole process that you can utilize in this Google Match Chat functionality. So now, what is this? This is not only you put text input, right? This is not only the text input, but this is an task output. So I just want you to think about it. Now you know the theory about the generative AI, how this is going to work. But I hope your thought process is, how can I make the whole thing as an task output? So if you can make any AI thing to an result, to an task, to an operation output, that would be really huge. And really huge benefit to everyone. Okay, so that's it. And for this photo here, it's the stats that we utilize some automation to send some message. And as you can see, the deliver rate is almost 97%, and it's been open. The open rate is nearly 85%, and the click-through rate is 27%. This kind of stats is showing that's really high. But what's the point? Well, the point is very simple, because just imagine if you need to send a message manually, almost 1,000 messages. How would that be possible being achieved in, I don't know, 1 day, 2 days? Normally business won't hire just only one person to do this simple task, sending message. But how would that be possible if you need to send out 1,000 messages, but in a short period of time? That's unlikely to achieve. So this is showing you that AI, the bot, really can do many things, especially at the back end. When you just every employee, they are doing their daily tasks every day. But once they just finish their day job, and then in the next day, this is all running at the back end. So when the next day, the business owner or anyone who is in charge of this campaign, they can just look into these stats and they will be amazed, because in theory, this isn't impossible for a human being to achieve this kind of a result by only a day. But also, if you just look at how many people, the percentage of people they clicked to open this message, so that will be, you will just surprised, because 27% of 966 people, I would say maybe just 200 people, they actually click the link inside the message. They actually just do the call to action. So let's say that's 200 people, and let's say only 2 people that just eventually turn to the customer. And the pricing, this business you are selling is maybe 500 per product, and that's $1,000 in a day, $1,000 in a day, and just everything just happening at the back end. So that's it. I talked so much. I just want to let you have the concept about how huge the AI can achieve and how huge the market is. So now let's talk about the position. Before we start to look into those positions, I want to show you the blueprint first. So what is the blueprint? The blueprint is the essentials of business growth, because I want you to know why business needs to listen to you, and how much do you need to know before you really get into this AI whole world. So let me show you. Okay, so first off, so what is growth essentials? Okay, let me reveal this. It's pretty simple. So before you start to talk about any growth strategy or any offer or any solution you are going to present, the business is really, doing business is really as simple as this way. There's only 3 things that just involve in the business: the offer, the offer, which is also the offer is from the niche you just pick. So the offer and the whole delivery and the feedback, and that's it. But where do you need to evaluate what are those things? So it's very simple. It's just, if you can help a business, help them move from their current situation to their desired situation, and that's it. You are all set. But the thing is, there must be a gap or a lot of gaps in between these 2 situations. Definitely. And also, the whole process, the whole delivery is based on, well, is that a 1 day, 1 hour delivery, or that's probably 1 month, 2 month delivery. But I'm just It's a metaphor, but I'm not saying every kind of business result you need to achieve in 1 day or in 90 days. That's not the case. If that's that simple, I don't think there's anyone being broke right now. So no, that's not the case. But I'm just saying the process is more like the vehicle, how you can make it happen, how soon, or how fantastic, we don't know yet. But you just need to think about, if you can help business to bridge the gap, then you are the one they want to work with. So let's move on to this. Yeah. So normally there will be some phases about the gap. So I just mentioned the gaps because sometimes some people, some business owners, they have some false belief, which is, oh, we just need to spend more budget on ads. We need to acquire more leads, more prospects, more potential customers. However, sometimes maybe that's not the reason why they cannot increase their revenue. Most likely, they have the issue on their offer, or maybe their sales process, or maybe their delivery. They cannot just deliver the results they promised in the beginning to their customers. So that's why you need to figure out how you can bridge the gap. So normally, if you can help business to solve their marketing and their sales problem, that would be huge. And that's pretty much what they want, because if they are running a business, especially they are professionals, they pretty much just spend a lot of time and effort to do their professional, but probably they don't realize, or they realize they need to learn some marketing skills or some sales skills, but they just have no time, and then they don't know where to find the right people to deliver this service to them or deliver this knowledge to them. So that's it. And but once you have gained some experience on the marketing or the sales, I think you probably can spot some problems if that's on their offer, or if that's you can on their result, and you can see, oh, because of your result, I think your offer, no matter it's the actual service they want to do to their customers, or that's the pricing. Sometimes the pricing is wrong. The whole business model is broken. They cannot make any profit because the pricing is wrong. So once you can start from marketing and sales, and then in a couple months, 6 months, then you could have the ability to spot, oh, probably based on the X result, I think their offer probably need to do the Y change. So this is kind of the grow essentials for the really, really, really scratch of the service. So I hope you can have some little understanding of how you can utilize AI based on helping people, helping business owners solve their problems, which is by bridging them the gap. So now let's go back to talk about the position. So the positions are how you can position yourself as an AI expert. So as you can see, if you can just have a really good understanding about how these AI thing work, and based on the AI, generative AI theory, how you can come up some solutions. No need to go niche specific, just how you can solve their responding problem. The Google My Business Profile chat responding problem, or how they can follow up the lead, no matter the lead is coming from their organic post or their paid ads, and how they can confirm the appointment with the leads, or how they can ask their feedback when they have just the customer just done some service, etc. So even you don't need to know how to really present it, how to really do this, but you have the really deep understanding of that, and then you can come up a really full complete strategy for business. Then it's so easy for you. You can charge where 300 per hour to $1,000, $2,000 per hour. This is not outrageous. This is so true, because just imagine if you, I don't know if you understand or not, but if you just hire the professional consultant out there, that's pretty much at least 1,000 or maybe 2,000 per hour for the consultant, especially from the big huge company, the consulting firm. But just imagine, are they really good at this AI knowledge just because of their big firm? No, I don't think so. I think everyone is learning this skill from scratch. Everyone is the same. No one is just come up in this world and say, "Oh, I'm an expert. I'm so good at this because I don't need to learn. I just born to know it." Probably this is not the case. So the main thing is not how long it takes you to learn. The point is how well you understand this, and then how much you can utilize to present your idea, which is the strategy or blueprint for a business. And that's how much you can charge for your hour. So that's the first position. You can position yourself as an AI strategy consultant or AI strategy expert. Why not? Because if you are confident enough this is workable, and also you've seen the results by others, why not just charge higher? Because it's just a matter of time. If today they invest 2,000 for your consulting, and they invest 20,000 to implement those strategy, that's 22,000, right? But in, I would say, 6 months, they're not, I would say, not even double or maybe triple the investment. Would that be worth it? I think yeah. I think even that's me, I will probably just sell my car or sell anything I can sell. I would just raise the money to do it, because I know that's an investment. That's not a cost. So for this point, I have to mention, sometimes people, they think if I need to pay for something, if something need to the money need to comes out of my pocket, that's kind of cost. That's kind of expense. That's kind of expense. However, sometimes we need to shift our belief. I mean, our belief, not you, but also the, the business owner or the one who is talking to you. Because how you see this money is really crucial. If you just think it's a cost or it's an expense, so that's a burden. But you never see the value behind when you spending this money. But if you just think about it's an investment, which means it has ROI, it has return on investment. So if you see this as an investment, why would you care or why would you worry? No, because it's just a matter of time. In the certain period of time, you will get your money back, and even with some return. No matter it's 2x, 3x, 4x, or 10x, or 100x, who knows? But it's definitely will give you some return. But before all of this, you need to invest your money. So that's why I need to mention about this, because if you just mix up the investment or the cost, it's not a good thing for you yourself, or even when you talk about the prospects or your clients, sometimes you are just being mixed up their concern, because I believe that's most people, they worry because they think that's a cost. But no, if you think that's a cost, probably it's not a good fit for you, because you start to worry about things, and you just your worry just make whole process more complicated. And for those people who are really doing the things to help you, they feel trapped, because sometimes you just have to let it go, let it run to see the result. But every single day, every single little process, this person who sees the money, the expense, who sees the paying is like cost and expense, he just keep asking or keep chasing things in order to see some result. But they just don't understand. It just become more it just put more pressure on those people who is gonna help them. So so you have to be more wise if you need to choose the person, the business owner, the client you want to work with. If they just don't have the right mindset, I would say probably just let it go, because it's a huge burden if you work with some people. They don't really understand how this thing works, and it is just, I would say that's an energy drainer. Probably is not, they are not a good fit to work with you. I would just say that. Okay. So the second position is the AI implementation agency. So what is this? Well, I think the implementation agency is more like you not only provide them the growth or the problem solving strategy to them, but also you help them to install these whole systems in their business. But the the implementation means you, let's say today you offer this Google My Business Profile chat AI agent, and you help them set up, you help them feed those information about their business, and you help them put into the correct prompt the input, and then you help them test out, and that's it. You just help them to implement this, and they can see the instant result. That's it. And normally, this kind of simple service, because that's AI, so you can easily to charge 1,500 to 5,000 per month. Yes, I'm saying per month. Because not only providing this kind of chat agent, but also you definitely need to do some back end to help them manage the conversation. And what if some prospect, they book some appointments, or they actually want the business to help them fix anything or install something new, you definitely need to set up some back ends to for example, like a sales pipeline, or the customer service system, or even you need to help the business close the deal, and then teach them how to increase the close rate, something like that. So that's why you can charge from 1,500 to 5,000 per month. If that's the implementation agency, I will say it's more like you help them implement, and you also offer some consulting service. So that's I would say, I will call it as an AI implementation agency. And this is where you can charge 1,500 to 5,000 per month. So the third one is the AI growth SaaS provider. I know it sounds maybe a little bit overwhelmed, but it's pretty simple. The AI growth SaaS provider is more like the other form of this implementation agency, which is now when you just have maybe 5 or 8 agency clients, and you help them implement those systems in that specific niche. And of course, you have done some consulting to solve their problems, or to teach them how to tweak some process in order to make them generate more revenue, or keep their client happy, to not only become a repeat customer, but also they would happy to refer their friends or family to them to do a business as well. So once you have gained those knowledge and experience, it's good. I would say it's probably a better way for some people. They want to just simplify the whole process, and in order to scale their business. So what do I mean by that? Just imagine if you have to, I would say, if you have 5 clients on your hand, you pretty much packed. You pretty much have no spare time to do anything more, which means you basically cannot take more clients, because this is what it is, honestly. I would say if you want to you max out your time, I think 8 clients is pretty much the maximum amount of clients that you can take, because every single client, you need to help them keep your eyes on their whole system, their whole process. And also sometimes if they have a problem, yeah, you can do some video to explain something, but you still need to do some coaching to make your things work. You know what I mean? Let's say if you help them install the AI agent, in their Google business profile to respond their chat. So that's easy. They don't need to worry about no one is going to respond, right? However, you've already done some setup. Let's say if there's someone wants have the intent to book a meeting to this business, to this local business, let's say the HVAC business, they just want to repair their AC. Okay, they have the intent, and then your bot has the ability to sense it, and they just book them into your calendar. But it's the time you need to coach your client that, okay, when you receive some sort of notification, no matter it's to you or it's being forwarded to a member of your team, you need to keep eyes on it, because what if they miss the time? What if they miss the call? What if they just don't show up in the prospect's home? That would be a huge disaster, because what kind of business are you in? You know what I mean? This is not good. And also, at the end of the day, if your process is not working, it's not working. I don't think business owners will think that's their fault. But honestly, sometimes it's their fault, because the process needs them to do something. Otherwise, it won't work. But honestly, most people, they won't think that's their fault. So I'm not here to judge or blame anyone. I'm just talking about the real scenario that something could happen. So I would say it's kind of the process of these positions, because once you have done some agency things and you can relate what I'm saying, you can easily find a problem, which is you cannot just babysit anyone, you know what I mean? And you cannot hope everyone's like a good student, and they will just follow your instructions to do something, to see the result, the outcome we all want to see. So that's the cons of being an agency. So in order to move to the next level, I would say next level of the position, the AI growth SaaS provider, you need to have some experience of being the agency. And then once you have some experience, then you can do some growth SaaS provider, which is, it's kind of the SaaS, the software as a service. It's kind of an infrastructure that you can provide to a certain business to help them resolve the most problems they concern or they want to improve. For example, if you can help a business to install the AI chat agent, and it's not only on their Google chat function, but also on their social media platform, Instagram, Facebook, or even through their website. And then also you can, once there's someone shows their interest and they leave their information, and then you can set up the backend to follow up the leads, or even book the appointments, or even close them. And this kind of operation system, the infrastructure, you can set up for them, and you can sell it as a service. And then that's why I list out the price. You can easily charge them a couple $1,000s upfront, and then plus a couple hundred or even 1,000 or even 2,000 monthly retainer For what? For help them solve any problems they accounted or they encountered, or give them some consulting. That's it. No more coaching and just consulting. But this is just need you to have some experience and know the specific industry. They have the specific problems, and most business owner, what kind of trades they have, and then you need to smartly avoid those points to not make you can perform. You know what I mean? So that's the thing. So after that, after you have the SaaS provider, AI growth SaaS provider experience, then I would say the ultimate level, the last level, is the AI growth partnership. So what does that mean? It's very simple, because I just mentioned about the AI growth SaaS provider. It's more likely you can help them to solve a problem, and then you can charge upfront plus the retainer, and that's it. And the growth partnership is once you understand how this niche or how this industry they work, and how they what's the process or what's the cycle to influence their revenue or even a profit, then you can have the whole picture on how you can bridge the whole gap to provide the one-stop, the full process operation system or infrastructure to help them. And then, because you are so confident, you are pretty sure what you are doing right now is correct, then you can, after some period of time, maybe 3 months or 4 months, you can start to charge the rev share 10% to 20% or even 25%. That's what I heard the most so far. 25% rev share for a year at least. And then if they are happy, you can still cooperate till the end. Or maybe some business they don't want to do the rev share, and that's it. That's okay. You can still do some monthly retainer, just only it's pretty much the same theory like the SaaS provider. Just provide some maintenance or some consulting. You provide the new insights in the future if they need another infrastructure, the higher level, or expand to another process of their business, you can still help them to do it. So that's the AI growth partnership model. So let's go back to see the diagram again. So as you can see here right now, we just talked about the 4 phases. So that's why if you totally understand these 4 phases and how those phases affect to the real world term, then you can pretty much provide an AI growth partnership as your offer, because that's huge. Just imagine if there's no one is willing to do anything, because this is huge. This is not easy. If you want to plan to come up a strategy and install the whole infrastructure through A to Z. That's huge. And I think not many people want to do it because that's not easy. But if you can do it, you can provide them the whole process. It's definitely not a hard thing for you to charge this kind of thing and then to have this kind of reward. Because that's the thing, that's the real world. But you have to realize, you have to understand one thing. If you want to do the growth partnership model, you need to charge more. You need to charge at least $10,000 and all the way up to 50, 20, 50, 80, or 100. It's up to you. But you need to charge a high price upfront because you need to leverage those money. Otherwise, if you want to do this by yourself, probably you cannot even achieve this within 90 days. That's unlikely. If you only want to have one customer in 6 months. But no, I won't suggest that. So that's why I said you need to charge the high price upfront in order to hire someone to do it for you. So that's pretty much it. That's pretty much the whole topic of the second video, which is the lucrative business opportunity. And also now you can see it is a beginner friendly business model as well. And if you like it, you can still expand it all the way up to the growth partnership. It's just a matter of mastering the basic, the generative AI, and how you can acquire your insights, and also how you can select a niche and come up your offer, and help them to refine whole the process, the marketing or sales, and get them results. And I think it's just that. I think that's it, and the rest is just repeat the whole process and make it better and better and better. Then I really don't see why not everyone can do it. So I hope you have some good knowledge of this part, and I will see you in the next video.